Hello, hello everybody. Hey, Delise, I see you in there, and hey, Christy, I see you in there. Oh, actually, that's funny because Christy is not in there. That's me. But anyway, and Delise is making coffee. Love it, love it. Let me go ahead and put your stuff up um, while I see it. But anyway, if you stumbled upon, hey Nicole, how are you? If you stumbled upon this live, it is me. It is me solo. It is my first solo live, and I figure since I'm an employee who happened to be a part of the shutdown, so I was like, you know what? Instead of going into the office, I will come into YouTube Live. So I do plan to do a live every weekday for sure. Timing and all that fun stuff. I'm not sure about. I don't have my own intro yet. All that fun stuff I got to work on to brand it. But I'm a procrastinator, so that actually gives me a reason to go ahead and make this. I was supposed to go live like years ago, and I wouldn't do it, and I didn't do it, and so now I'm doing it, and that's why I'm here doing it today. Um, so what to expect? A whole bunch of chaos. Yes, and Delise plans to crash it. She told me she's gonna come on with me, which is awesome. And if anybody else wants to come on with me, just let me know, and we will set it up. She's gonna be, the wedding planner. She's gonna be the live crasher, so that's kind of cool. Healing from some demon issues. I think. Oh yeah, please do. Yeah, I know. There's so much going on right now. It's just crazy. So I'm a praying woman, so I will pray for you. If you're not a praying woman, it's okay. But that's kind of what I do to get through stuff. But in any event, what to expect. Like I said, a whole bunch of chaos. It's gonna be just me figuring out what I want to design. I will never be planned. I am one. That's one part of my branding is I'm 100% natural. So prayer is gonna happen. Good. 100% natural. So that's what's gonna happen. I do know I'm gonna make a card. I do know that I have cards that are due because I'm a part of a whole bunch of hops. Thanks to my pusher. Her name is Stanford Girl in here, but her name is Delise. Yep, because she got me into these hops and now I'm addicted. So let's see, which one are we gonna do for? Don't know yet, but I'm gonna tell you what the hops I got to do. So today I have today's Thursday. I have a National Name Your Car Day hop, so I might design for that one. That one's due anytime today. But also though, I got a Swifties hop for Taylor Swift, and I'm like, I should go ahead and do that one because that one's gonna be fun. Um, I also have a theme Fridays, which is critters. I have a Get Well hop, like for a Get Well card, and a Friends and Faith hop, which I'm not gonna do that one. I kind of like to personalize those. Those are the hops that I do. I really get all in my thoughts, because it's a Christian hop, and I love that. But so Swifties, which one do you guys think? Let's see. You need to do critters. You want to do critters, or you want to do critters together with me live tomorrow? What do you want to do, Delise? Because we can do critters, or we can do, like I said, get well, or we can do name your car, or we can do theme. What's that one? Swifty. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Give it to me. You are guilty as charged. What you guilty for? What are you guilty for, girl? Okay, We'll do credits tomorrow together. Okay. So which one should I do today? Get well. Oh, you know what, Nicole? Get well works because it'll be in dedication to you. Like that. Hey, Delise, want to make a get well card and then we both send it to Nicole? That's kind of cool. Want to do that? Nicole, would you like the card? I also ask people whether they want the card or not because you don't want to send a card to someone who's like, yeah, okay, that's great. And then they toss it, and they have no appreciation of it. But um, so okay, Delise is in. How about you, Nicole? You want us to make a card for you and send it to you? All right, that's it. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so we're gonna make a card for Nicole. So I got to get some stuff ready. Elise has to get her stuff. Let me go ahead and switch camera. Oh, she loves homemade cards. That's what I'm talking about. That's why you stumbled upon here today. Homemade cards it is. All right, I'm gonna switch cameras and we're gonna get busy. Okay, so let's go. It is the you know what? I need to turn on lights because then you guys won't be able to see anything. And then what will be the purpose? I don't know. All right, so let me switch to this camera. You see my hands. Hi, everybody. That's me. That's him, girl. Okay. All right. So let me make it a little larger so I have a little more space. Those of you who do lives know about that limited space that you have. Okay. So I'm gonna put a magnet up there so that I keep it still. Okay, there we go. All right. And she loves handmade cards. I love that. Okay, sure. Boom. All right. So let's see. I always keep a bin right next to me to see what I have in there to see if what I have in that bin works or get well. So let's see. Let's look at new stuff that's came in. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Not that one. So I'll just take you through it with me. We're going through the bin, y'all. Let's see. I want this one. I also cleaned up a bin yesterday. Go figure. Let's see. I like to have to do stuff with stuff that I have on hand. Just to see, best friend, she's girlfriends of wine. Nope. Let's see. So, what's up with you guys out there? Tell me something about you guys. I know you're dealing with an illness and um, anything else going on? You also make cards. Oh, awesome. Okay, huh. You also make cards and scrapbook. Right now for Christmas gifts, you've been making 6x6 mini books. Ooh. And for family and friends, each person is going to get a fall book and a Christmas book to add pics to. That's awesome. Very cool, Nicole. Just fed the dogs and making coffee. Okay, okay, that works. That works. Here's the funny. So Delise knows. And when I say the least, I'm talking to Stamper Girl. But I what was I gonna tell you? How did I lose that thought that fast? I Yeah, I believe I lost it. The thought is gone. Let's see. Isn't it? That is amazing. Your day be filled with simple joys. I kind of like that one too. Oh yeah, Nicole. Yeah, that is a good question. Thanks, Delise. Nicole, what's your favorite color and animal? Oh, I see what you're doing. You're gonna combine the card. No, because you gotta make a credit card with me tomorrow. So you're just adding that. Okay. But that was a cool idea. Birthday, relax, rest today and shine tomorrow. I like that one. Rest today and shine tomorrow. That's a good one. Winter is the season of enjoy. I like this one. Yeah, I know I love these characters, and it gives me a reason to color. But look at that. Pink and dogs. Look, that's perfect though. Look at that. And then it says rest today and shine tomorrow. See, I like what it says. But yeah, I think that's a good get well one. And I could pink that up, add a dog to it. What you think? I like that one, and you want me to keep looking? I don't mind either one. Nicole says so cute. Love that one. That's the one we're doing. Okay. Let me put these back down here. My filing system right now is chaos. You know, but it works somehow. Somehow it works. Okay, let's see. Mailing it. New stuff. This one. And then what background? Okay. Oh, we'll make a background. All right. At least we got a start. That was faster than I anticipated. Let's see. Pink and dog. So cute. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Make sure you all get a shine on the screen. Oh, same filing system. Yes, I know. I know. It's absolute chaos. Now my die cut machine will not fit up here. So I will have to die cut. Well, you know what? I got a smaller one. Really use it, but you're giving me a reason to use it. So let's see. If I can find all the plates, we can use this one. All right, let's see. Let's test this theory out, shall we? Let's make a floor. And I have all these pieces of paper. I always try to reuse papers I haven't used. Let's see, will that work? Let's try it, shall we? So you may be able to see what I die cut. As long as I don't have to die cut anything bigger than this area. What's this? Hey guys, what's happening? This is just an impromptu live. It's total chaotic, but thanks for hanging out. How are you? And it's so funny. My intro is gonna say, if you find it, you kind of stumbled upon it, because I didn't tell anybody. Delise knew because we were live last night, and so does Christy. But I'm just trying to see where this goes. It's a since I'm home, I get to be home for a bit. We don't know how long, but if it is a substantial amount, I will have a whole bunch of lives. All right, so I'm gonna cut this. You're very tired. I know you work a lot. Oh my goodness. How's work going? Put these up. Got my big old hand on the screen. Look at that. You can even see my veins. Goodness. Okay. All right, let's see. Ooh, that might have been. Okay. So this die is very unique because it cuts a floor, but you would think it would cut the squares out. It doesn't. It just really impresses them. So you can't really see the impressions on it, but when I put some ink over it, you'll be able to see it. But this is just going to be my floor. And the girl, I'm gonna have the fussy cut because I don't have a die that cuts her out, which is okay. It's okay. So guys, we are making a get well card for Nicole, and we're actually gonna send it to her. That means for me, I have to give it to my husband, and he sends it out because I am horrible at sending stuff. But he'll be sending it out. My mom recently went through miscellaneous cubby and got all sorted and flattened. Now she's gonna reorganize and my cardboard 12 by 12 paper holders since they become a mess. That's awesome. Tell her come help me too. Tell her make this stop next because I definitely need help. I could just do without housework to back up. Yes, agree. Did Nicole answer? Yeah, she did. She said she answered up here. She said, pink. Oh, sorry. Nope. Where's she at? She's at pink and dogs right there. You see it on the screen, at least. So for Gaz, we asked her, or Delise asked her what her favorite animal and color were so that we can make her a card. So that is what's happening there. Let's see. Where we at? Yep. Cool. And sometimes it's easier to fussy cut than get in the dye machine. Oh, yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I actually do sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, oh, let me just cut this. Like this would have been an easy cut, but I had to dye. But since I got to cut her out, I'm going to just go with that. I was trying to think of whether I was going to watercolor today or whether I'm going to alcohol marker. And I haven't alcohol markered with my favorite markers in a few days, so I'm going to alcohol marker today. But which is one of my favorite mediums. So is watercoloring, but I've been doing that a lot lately. So I'm going to go to alcohol. Okay. All right, this is what I'm talking about. I just see why I lose things, because I just lost where I put this. Nicole says, thanks, guys. And I do have a tendency when I get into work, I'll probably miss comments. Not on purpose, but it does happen. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. All right. And this is what we're doing, guys. What I'm doing is I'm going to color this young lady with a robe. There is a bathtub that goes to it as well. So I might do the bathtub or a bench. I'm not sure exactly which one I'm going to do, but for now, we'll get her colored and ready. And since I said I'm going to do alcohol marker, then that means the medium I'm going to use is Memento. Since it doesn't run, I'll go ahead and give them some love too. And anyone who knows La La Land crafts stamps, it has the sentiments and everything on one stamp. So let's see. Sending you loads of fun. Oh, loads of hugs, hun. Oh, I guess my favorite queen. Love that. I spent the whole day in bed yesterday. I binged on the show, made some favorite book series, and found another show based on some Audible original books I binged last December. Oh, awesome. You know, when I was sick, that was when I watched the most shows, and oh my gosh, that I can say was probably the most well, not the most, but the only fun part of of being sick was catching up on stuff that I couldn't normally, because we tend to feel we're too busy to do these things that are pleasurable and fun, and like binge watching stuff. So that's awesome. I'm trying to remember what my shows were. I think it was like uh ER. I probably binged ER. Oh, because I hadn't watched it in years. I used to be faithful to ER. That was my show. And ER and what's the other one? Not ER. The other one. Why can't I think? Grey's Anatomy. That was my show. Not ER. I've been to Grey's Anatomy. And then there was another medical show I did too, with like had um what's his name? I'm gonna try to make sure this gets in the picture. There we go. I don't know. I've been watched a whole bunch of stuff because I could, and I was like, yes. All right, so pink it is. We're going to add a drop layer of pink on this buddy. Let's do powder pink to start. This is just my base. Pink is so dimensional. I guess we should ask you what type of pink you like, but it's going to be all types. Hot pink's going to be on here. Regular pink's going to be on here. So um, this is just my base color I'm putting on now. which is generally like the lightest color that I'll probably do. Then I'll probably put some texture in here. We'll see. We'll see. Is that coming through okay? My hand is going across it because I'm a lefty. Um, Also watch some of The Voice. Oh, I love The Voice. Jack Austin, who plays lead in my sister's musical. She wrote a contestant on there. She was, oh wow. I know somebody who used to produce The Voice, or who was one of the producers of The Voice, um and she was my cousin. She doesn't, well, she is my cousin. She's still around. I say she was, like, but I think she got out of Hollywood for various reasons, and now she's all settled and married, and oops. So I guess the start of her leg's gonna be pink since I went down there with it, but you know. So Delise, this is my pack of markers that is going all squeaky because it's running out of ink. But I'm gonna use it until it completely dies. It's gotta die, completely dies. All right, there we go. Up. Let's get her little shoes. Okay. All right, so there's my base. The base pink is down. So now we can get down with the actual coloring. You used to like grays. Favorite episodes when when season 16, they did the Day of the Dead and Meredith is leaving. He died, showed up, and she heard her husband. Aw. I'm trying to think. Do I remember that episode? I don't remember a Day of the Dead episode, so I gotta go back. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Meredith, notice. Let me think. What is my favorite Grace theme scene? I don't know. I love the whole McSteamy, McDreamy. I don't know what my favorite is. I don't know if I got that far. I don't think I binged the entire thing. Not a think about it. I think I got through um well maybe I did because I saw George die, which was I was bawling. Oh my gosh. That when they didn't know who he was, and um that wrenched me. Heart wrenching. uh and then they found out because of his what did he say? George he said a name, right? Didn't he say like a name of, or he symboled a name or scolds our hand or something? I can't remember. My memory's so horrible. I probably did watch all the ones you just said, but the memory I have isn't the greatest. He just said, I just got a message. They're having free shipping. Yeah, 007. Yep, yep. That had me crying. Oh my gosh, so much, so much. That episode teared me up. Gas, did you watch Grey's Anatomy? How about you, Delise? Not sure where I'm going with the design of this yet, but we're just gonna do some stuff and see what works. I did too. Oh my gosh, I did. I was like, no, no, don't be George. Don't, not George. Uh, They do know how to ring the tears in. The show that used to come on after it, the spinoff? Oh, that show had me crying every day. It was with mostly female cast, and, you just watched last season. You don't even know number 24. What are you talking about? 24 of Grey's Anatomy? Um, there was a show that came up with it, Private Practice? I think it was Private Practice. Anybody remember that? It had a short stint, but, oh, that show used to get me all the time. I would be crying every single time I watched it. And finally, I had to be like, "Okay, maybe it's too much for you," and it was. Oh, so I love that show. I think I watched every episode though, so, um April. Was April the sister? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I love Private Practice so much. Yes, yes, I was in love with Addison too for that. Oh my gosh, she was just amazing. Yeah. I think I cried when it left. What are some shows that you guys used to watch as con and you miss now? Like, I know for me, I loved, the Judge Show. It was, um why do I even try to name shows? No, I'm gonna forget the name, but, Boston Legal came on after it, I think. Such a good show, and I hated that they canceled it. April is the red-haired girl. She was the Christian girl. McBeal. I remember that. I gotta watch it to recall. My recall is slow, but I do remember that. Gaz, are you still here? Did you fall asleep on us? Which I would understand because you are tired. Told you I didn't know where I was going with this robe, but we'll see. I got some ideas. Uh, Gilmore Girls. I didn't watch that. I gotta watch that. You know what I watched? I didn't watch that, but I watched 90210, and I watched both versions. Beverly Hills 90210, the old one with my favorite Brandon. I just love me some Brandon. Well, I love them all actually. And then the newer version that they came out with some years ago. I watched that with my daughter, getting her all, you know, into the know of Beverly Hills 90210. Did you guys watch any of those? And what was it? Melrose Place used to come on after it. Those were my shows, man. Those were my shows. Did y'all watch those shows? Gilmore Girls. Who watched Gilmore Girls? Did you watch that, Delise? I didn't watch it. I don't think I watched it. I can't say I don't think. I would know. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I heard it was amazing, so I should have watched it. Hey, girl, I gave you the whole variety of pink up in here. It wasn't your jam. Which one? Which one wasn't your jam? Was it 90210 or it's on Netflix? I watched these parts of those, started a spinoff and didn't know it was a spinoff, so went back to the original. You talking about 90210, Nicole? They're both good though, but the original, of course, is it's the best. If you're talking about 90210, they. So let me tell you how big of a fan I am. They have there's an Airbnb, and it's where the original 90210 show took place, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be such a cool thing to do with a group of girlfriends, to go and relive that and hang out on the beach, and I actually want to do that one day. But I looked at the price of that Airbnb, and it would definitely have to be when I'm making more money than I am now, or sugar daddy something has to come along, because those prices I cannot do. I can't do it. I can't do it. But that would just be the coolest thing to do. Let me get that. Gilmore Girls to 90210. Oh, they weren't your jam, either one? Okay. But yeah, that makes sense. I love, I love Gilmore Girls. I watched from day one and aired to that. Wow. I'm about to check it out and get up to yeah. See, I think I didn't get into it because I think, didn't it come on opposite of 90210 or something like that? I know there was a reason, and I remember it. I think it was, I had to make a choice, and so I did a Pikachu. I choose you. Squeaky, squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeaky. Is my marker. And I have another pack of these. I'm just gonna use these until they die. But if that squeaking's driving you crazy, let me know. I'll switch the mic off for a second. Can you even hear it? I'm curious. Can y'all hear the squeaking? The squeaky squeaky of the marker? Sounds like a mouse. Can y'all hear it? Let's see. You're 40, just turned 2 months ago today. You're a baby. Happy birthday, belated. Oh, okay. That makes sense at least. Well, if it's bothering anyone, let me know, and I'll mute the mic just for that second of me getting through the coloring portion of this. This is a multi-pink robe. Pink is also one of my favorite colors, pink and red. So squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Are you liking the colors so far? Nicole, can you see him? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Think I've tortured you guys enough with the squeaking? All right. Let me give you a glance real quick. Pull it up. See the colors? It's a pink and pink robe with matching shoes so far. All right. Let's see. Awesome. Nicole loves it. Um, Delisa's going with a more coral base. Gilmore Girls party. Oh my gosh. You know, oh my goodness. I love that. Do you know what party I had? No joke. So, all right. All right. So when this was out and it was popular, I was such a I don't know how to say it, but like I just I was I didn't understand like the difference and anyway, I was just figuring out life. And so there was Sex in the City, the show, and I wouldn't watch it because I felt like I was not like I shouldn't be watching it, right? Because of the name or whatever. And so when I got older, one of my friends, she loves Sex in the City, and so she was like, we need to watch it. She was like, it's not what you're thinking, And I was like, I don't know if I should watch it. So when the movie came out, I went to see it with her, and I loved it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've been, not watching this. And they had a party where they watched all of the Sex and the Cities until the movie, and it was a fun party, and I didn't go. I'm so mad at myself. That is definitely a party I should have went to, but when I saw the movie, I was like, "Oh no, so when part 2 came out, I had started watching it, and I'm loving the show, and so um, I was like, if another one comes out, I'm gonna have a party, and we're gonna watch all of them up to that, and just spend the day because it was uh, so much fun, and I can't believe I missed out. And everybody who went to that party had a blast, and they had a party too. That was the first time I ever heard of having a party over a movie. But my kids, we had a party to watch all the Marvel movies when the last one came out, and we reserved a place because we got a community room that we can reserve here, and we reserved it. We got popcorn and all sorts of snacks, and we were comfortable in there, and we just binged and watched all of them up to that one. And that was so much fun. So I love watch parties. I love them so much. So yeah, so much fun. So hey Nicole, what color's your hair? I'm just wondering. I'm making her hair a different color, but I just wondering. Her roots are brown. So I go up top. Quietness. When it gets quiet, I have a tendency to sing, and the songs never make sense, and they always some other song that I have mashed in my head somehow. But it's just what happens. Let's see. You made sure. Oh, that's so awesome! You made shirts and goodie bags on August 1st. You guys went to Fort Worth Stockyard as a sightseeing. My hair is dark brown. Ah, look at that. And I chose dark brown. So awesome. That is so cool. The least made you a pink dog. I haven't even gotten into the dog yet. Okay, let's see. Which next brown? Let's go with this one. That is so cool, though. That is a very cool thing. I love that. I make shirts too, so that would be like such a fun thing. We should bring that back. Like that should be like shirts I make for like watch parties and stuff. Cause that is such a cool thing and it's so much fun. We make shirts for like family reunions and um bowling tournaments. People come to us to get their bowling tournament shirts, and stuff like that. So we do make a lot of shirts for fun things like that. But watch parties would be fun. Like whatever is popular. I did make like birthday shirts for themes, and because of like somebody was having for their daughter. What is that show? One of those popular kids shows, and I made shirts for that, but I had to redo a different character because I didn't have the license. They was it's so funny. They were sending me all sorts of, and I was like, oh no, I can't. I was like, if I reproduce that shirt, I'm liable, even though you sent me the um stuff. So they really wanted the character on there, but I think I did a pretty good job with making a different character. Me and my husband drew something cool. Squeaky, squeak, squeaky. Think I'm gonna buy another pack of these markers. I have one that's not open, but I won't open it because when I open it, that means that could end. So I always have to have another package in order to this one's running out. I'm gonna have to order. Cool thing about this company, so these markers are by King Art. They're not the Copic, which I do have Copic. I did invest in those, but these are my favorite. And these I bought just because they were affordable and I wanted to test them out. But they end up becoming my favorite marker. I love them. They should sponsor me as much and as many people as I got to get these. You know? I'm not giving them a hint or anything, but I do love their markers. Make sure I'm not missing comments. She said, thank you. I know this marker is dying, but I gotta use it. Oh, no, it's not. So else. All right, we'll finish out the brown with this one. I wish this thing would give me like a little buzz, like when people would talk or it would get a message, it would give me a ding so I'd know to look up. I think that would be something cool. If they ever ask, what else do you need to make this app amazing? I'd be like, a ding sound for us that the audience doesn't hear, but that we would hear so that we would know when we're looking down that people are commenting. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, there's our hair. And then for skin, I use these Ohuhu markers because it's all about skin tones and they all stay together in this little thing. And I love it. I love it. I like Ohuhus too. It's a shock that I would like Ohuhu over Copics. And I think it's just because of the feel and the nib. Copics are very juicy and they blend amazingly, which they do. But the nib, the regular nib, the brush nib, I'm not a fan of. It's too soft and it's great for those who like that. But for me, it's just too soft, and I need see like this is the bullet nib, and I need me some bullet nib. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so Nicole, I need you to. I love my 40 pack of Hulu. Yeah, me too. I got you know what? I got the big one. So I started off with I think the 24 pack of Ohuhu, and I liked it. So when the big one went on sale, because I always wait for the sale, I went ahead and grabbed it. I think it's like 300 and something. Um, because I had to make sure I liked them, and I was like, oh. way cheaper than Copics. Let me see. And then I got it because I don't have the complete collection of Copics. I got quite a few. Um, but if I would have liked Copics, I was going to have the full set. You know, but I don't like them enough, and I was shocked. I was like, oh, I mean, I like them, just not enough. You know, I love their color. I love the way they lay down color. They're a great marker. Don't get me wrong, but they weren't great enough to be liked more than I like these. So shadows. Get all the shadows. And 48, 48 pack. Oops. And then you still working at the time, so you was able to grab $30 lightning cell 48 pack. Oh, I missed that lightning cell. Oh, I would have got it too, for sure. Um, I waited for a long time for that sale to come out for the big pack too. So it wasn't like but yeah, it took a while. I was like, and it's funny because I bought the King's Art in between that time. That's kind of how I got into those, and they're my favorite. These are my favorite for skin tone. The 24 pack of Ohuhu. I'm going to have. Absolutely, Delise. I'll tell him. I got you, girl. I got your back. But tell him why no housework was done. We are pretty much hanging out. Yep, yep. I got him. I got him. I was gonna say, Nicole. I don't know if you are friends with us on Facebook. If not, do it. But we need to get your address so we can send this out to you. I am my name on Facebook, Andrea Batslatson or Happy 97. Let me put that in here. You should be able to find me with this. I know on Instagram this tagline works. Um, and it's happy with IE. Send us your address so that we can send this card to you. I want to make sure I say that before I forget, and I'll be like, oh dang, how were we supposed to get a card to her? We didn't ask her for her address. Oh, boo, stuff like that. Neck and hairline. All right, so I'm gonna go one more time. Blend all that in. That's good now. Let me see. Please don't post here. Yeah. It's so funny. I was like, should I write that? And I was like, no, they should know. But then there was one time somebody did post their address right in the live. And I was like, oh no. All right. her lips. What color do we want her lips to be? In it. Let's see. Light pink, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it works. Okay. Oh, eyeshadow. Let's give her some pink. Heck, I forgot about her eye color. All right, I think she's colored good. Let me go ahead and do our finisher. I love red rubber stamps. I hate that less and less people are using them. I understand why, but I just love them so much. Look at that. Look at that finish. Look how pretty Versafine does in red rubber stamps. It's your girl. Is she cute? Cute. This up. Get our rubber ducky. No, we're gonna do bathtub. Or are we gonna do the bathtub? Where'd I put the bathtub? That is the good question. It's not in the pack. Hang on. This up. I guess I'll cut her out. Oh, there's the bathtub. It's right here. I do try to put stuff back as I go because the aftermath is crazy. The cleanup job after, it's not anything anyone should be subjected to. Bathtub. Look how cute these ducks are. So I know you like a doggy, but I might give you a duck. Cause look how cute these ducks are. Which duck do you want? Which one you want? You want the duck with the rubber ducky? You want the duck with the um in the pail? Want the duck with the spa brush and towel? Or want the duck with the lemonade and slippers? Which one is your call? Hey, Sweet Bee Creative. I'm horrible with names. I'm not as good at remembering the names as Christy and everybody are. So, Sweet Bee, please tell me your real name, unless you want me to say Sweet Bee, which I will. I said I need to put like stickies at my desk that has your guy's name, your YouTube name with your real name, so I can remember. But just so that you know, welcome and what we are doing today. Hey, Ann. See, that's why I have Delise. Delise remembers. Spa Day Duck. So it's this one or this one. Um, Hey, Delise, I know who you are. And what we're doing is we are making a card for Nicole. It's a get well card. And Delise is also making one, and we're gonna mail it to her. Brush. Okay, this one. Awesome. Okay, I haven't used that one yet, so sweet. Okay. And Nicole is chaos. I'm sorry, and it's chaos as usual. You know, the same chaos shenanigans that happen all the other times. And I am solo, um, because I am, I'm a part of the people who aren't working right now because of the government shutdown. So I said I'm gonna come live. Um, every day is gonna be my job is to be on the live, which I don't mind that. I'd rather that anyway, right? So that's why I'm here and I'm solo because everybody else is working. I am not at the moment. Or I made this my job. So we're making her a card. Her favorite color is pink. Her favorite critter is dog. Delise is making her one with a cute little pink dog. And I'm making this adorable girl and a duck. That is what's happening over here. What's going on with you? Anything cool? Yeah, there's a government shutdown. Yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. And it gives me an opportunity that I wouldn't take any other time because I would say things like, I'm too busy to do that. Although I jump in everybody else's lives, so but I would be too busy to do my own. Um, and so it's making me do it because I've been saying for over a year that I was gonna do it, and here I am doing it. So maybe it was meant to be. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. But now instead of I usually craft alone, so instead of crafting alone, I'll come on here and hopefully craft with friends or be alone. It's one of those, one or the other. Other things that happen. Yep. Delise is coming live with me tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. And if anybody wants to come live, just let me know. And we can hang out. It's just like hanging with friends. I love it. What's better than hanging with friends? Right now, I'm just putting my base color on. That's just to get rid of all white. So I always do like a light base coat, and then I go in with the colors I want to use. Kind of my process. A lot of people don't do this because they feel it wastes ink, and it does. It does, but I need a new marker. All right, so let's see. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Rubber ducky, you're my very best friend indeed. Boo wop, boo wop. You messaged me on Instagram. Okay, awesome, awesome, and I'll get that to please. Okay, so there's the duck. Let's see the duck. I still have my other job. My other job doesn't. It's not one that pays the bills. It's the job that pays for my crafting supplies. I teach graphic design and web design for college, so I do still have some form of employment. It just doesn't pay these crazy bills. Um, but it does pay bills. I mean, it does pay for my crafting bill, which, the thought of having to scale back at crafts, um, makes me cry. You hear that? Like the tears that flow, but it is what it is. Okay, so there's the duck. Get him some. We want his feet to be. Nope, more orange. Want more orange than that. Some more orange than that, darling. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, gill. I loved Sesame Street. Yeah, it's funny. So like my son grew up, Barney was his thing. And in fact, so my oldest son, he has autism. And so whenever he would go into a fit, I'd stop what I'm doing, drop to the ground, and I would sing um the I Love You song by Barney to him. And that seemed to calm him when he was little. And he gets older and he don't like no Barney. And I'm like, you didn't have me learn this song and love this song for you not to like it. That is unacceptable. Like I really had to have a talk with him. I was like, oh no, sir. No, sir. We love Barney. There is no, I don't like him. I don't care what the kids at school are saying. I don't. We love Barney. End of story. I had to school him a little bit because he was just not understanding. But that was funny. He was like, I don't like Barney. I said, I'm sorry. What are these? What's that craziness that just came out of your mouth? You don't like Barney? Boy, Barney has been there for you. Who's been there for you from the beginning? So I had to straighten him out a bit because he just, he wasn't understanding. You have high functioning? Yeah, so does he. Yep. Awesome. That's awesome. It's so funny. So I was a special ed teacher uh, back in the day, and that was my favorite. Autism was my favorite. They were my favorite students to work with because I used to like just get on their level, and like I was really good at um, uh, having them do eye contact with me. I don't know why, but I was very patient um, and I just worked to gain the trust, I guess. And so they would do. So we had really, really good eye contact. They'd be like, "How in the world?" I was the one who the other teachers would send their kids to my classroom, like if they needed to calm down or if they needed to just a break or whatever. They would be like, "You can go to Miss Bass Lasson's class. Go over to Miss Bass Lasson's class and sit in there for a while." And they come in and we'd either color or paint or do all sorts of fun stuff. But yeah, I miss those days sometimes. Yeah, it's harder to diagnose adults. My daughter thinks that she's high functioning as well. So she's going through that process, and it is much harder you know because we are already grown and they don't know which is our ways versus so yeah. Right, there's our ducky. We're gonna give him some blue eyes. See which blue we want. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay. Is our ducky approved, Nicole? Is it Nicole approved? Our ducky. It gives me help from vocational rehabilitation services. Yeah, for sure. Love that ducky. Thank you. Yeah, and what's interesting is we are supposed to do that because it would really help us with our son too. I haven't yet. I think because um the thought of having to go to a building and um get all that set up bothers me, so I haven't done it. I should have done it, especially before now, but I didn't. And I think when things get back to normal, I might go down there and set him up. Because for now, it would also help us too, because the state would help us with. I've just never gone and gotten help. I've just always done it. But I was talking to this other parent who's like, "Girl, she gets help and it helps her out a lot." But okay, so our ducky and our girly are done. You can do virtual meetings. The meetings, yeah, but the initial process, I think all that has changed now to where, or at least in our state, where we have to actually go and do the initial intake and stuff like that. Because I've never done any of that, and now that he's an adult, um, I need to because it would help. He's been an adult for a while though. It's not like he just turned adult, but I just haven't. I've been, what's that coin? I've been so busy, is what I say, which is why I said I haven't done lives and stuff because I've been so busy, but that's not true. I just haven't done it. So we love excuses. Yeah, I think if he was already in the system, I could do virtual meetings, but he's not in the system yet. So um, if I would have taken care of what I should have taken care of earlier, then this wouldn't be a problem. But I didn't. You know how that goes. I have my own issues as well. I think this is a towel holder. I might use this. I haven't used this on the last one, but I think that's a towel holder and a towel and a towel and a little rag. So I might cut that out um, just to see what it does. What it do. We could make like the background, like this, like little, let me see. Got some pink paper. You might make that the background for the bathroom. Like the backsplash. Let's see, let's look at these papers up close. Look at the cowboy girl party. I just got the cutest cowgirl set. It is pink. It's on the way. I got it from scrapbook.com. Oh my gosh. Look at the boots. Look at that. Look at that. I actually might use that one. Let's see. Oh, that's just all. I think. Oh, there's a back too. Hang on. Oh, look. Nice. Yeah, I need to get on that. That's cool. Yeehaw! I might do that one because then it's less distracting in the background. Howdy. That's distracting, but that's cute. And then we got, look at that. Did you see one you like, Nicole? Which one you want for your backsplash? Behind the bathtub. This is the back. And then these are the front. Hang on. This is the front. These 4. And this is the back. Do you see one you like? If not, I'll pick one. But since it's your card, figure. I'll let you pick if you want one. Any in particular? We'll call this cow print howdy. Wait. Cow print howdy. Yeehaw. And decorative. I can't think of the name. Paisley? I don't even know what the name is, but so that's what we'll call that on the back. And then on the front, we'll call this Cowgirl Party. That's the one with the boots and this one we'll call that Boots. I got my boots on the ground. We'll call this Happy. And we'll call this Collection. Yeehaw. Okay, yeehaw. Which one was yeehaw? Yeehaw. This one, right? Yeehaw. Okay. Yeehaw. All right, that's the one. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Scrapbook.com is on right now. I was trying not to go against them. I was supposed to go on at 10 o'clock, no, 10:30. And I am a person who doesn't sleep at all. So I had already been up 72 hours. Well, I didn't go to sleep until 6:30. And I was supposed to get up at 9:30 and must have slept through the alarm and was out. I woke up at 10, like 40 something. That's Chrissy had already sent me good luck. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am late. Sorry. So she rescheduled it for 11:15 for me. She's so special, that girl. I cannot believe I did that. I was like, oh my gosh. And I purposely set it at that time so that I wouldn't go against anybody else who was on. But you guys stuck with me, so thank you. Okay, let me grab. Let me get pink. Let's make this floor pink. Yeehaw! Okay, and let me see if I want. You know, I want the floor lighter. I'm gonna go with the lighter pink. So we'll go with the light carnation for the floor. I'm direct to, yeah. So this is what the floor looks like. Remember I told you it cuts it out, you couldn't see it. When we color the paper, you'll be able to see it. So that's the floor. So it's gonna go down here with the larger part, and it looks like we're going into the bathroom. Kind of like this. I did this card for fun, for a hop, and see how the floor goes from there to up there. That's kind of what this is gonna do. So now, do you want the tub on yours? Love this tub. We can do tub. This is the other ducky I done for this card. I think I'm gonna add the tub to yours. I think you said yes. What was that, a while ago? Nope, that was a while ago. But if you don't want the tub, I want to do it. I can't imagine not wanting the tub though. I just can't. I just can't. My brain just can't imagine that. But if you don't want it, I won't force it upon you. Okay. Gotta fussy cut that, and cut that. Okay. Some more paper. And like I said, I'm in my scrap bin for papers, which I love. Yeehaw! Faucets. I still think I'm gonna stick with the gold for the faucets because it's so rich. Like pink and gold just look amazing together, right? Right? Let me see if I got. Here's some other scrap I have though. That's pretty too. Let's see. Stay in the scrap bin like that too. And then we have gold pieces. Let's see. I really love pink. I am really understanding that now because I have so much pink, it's crazy. That would have been a cool backdrop too. Look at that. Just posted a photo of the card in the gallery. You finished your card? Okay, hold on. I gotta show Delisa's card. Delise in the gallery. Delise is a fast. She finishes cards so fast. We had to give her a limit last night. We had to add some rules, some crazy rules to get her to stop doing it so fast. Look at how cute. Okay, hang on. You can't look because I didn't show you yet. But hang on. I thought I made it screen size. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Delise. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up with the comments real quick. So Delise just posted her card in the gallery. And so that's what I'm about to show. So that's the comment. I'll keep it on. Let me share my screen. Let's do window, this one, share. Okay. That's the card she made for you. How cute is that? Life is rough, rough. You see that, Nicole? So cute. That's so cute. We can make the tub out of this. See how that looks on that. That looks good on that. Want a decorative tub? Do you see her card, Nicole? I'm gonna keep it up until you see it because I want to make sure you see it since it's your card. I'm thinking I think I'll make the tub pink and then the inside this marble like. I think that's pretty. What do you think? Oh, she likes it. So how cute. It's very cute. Is Gas still here? I don't know if he said bye. Or he might have fallen asleep. God, he's tired. All right, now I can go. How cute. Okay. So question for you. So this tub has an outer part and an inner part. And I was thinking the outer part could be pink and the inner part, or it could be white, as a matter of fact, with the gold. And the inner part, which is this part, could be like this sort of pattern. Or it could be this glitter pattern. Or it could just be a basic color of pink. You might be like, oh, that's just too much. So what do you think? Because I think I want to stick with the gold because I love these gold, how this is embellished in gold. But what do you think for the center? Or do you want the center plain? What do you think, Nicole? So my ideas are either this, and then embellish it, of course, with gold. Or what do you think? You might have a totally different idea. Because this is her outfit. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Let me see, and I'll look through to see if there's anything else. There's also there's I also have this kind of color. So I did a water reaction with the ink, but it's kind of a pink too. And there's my scribble patterns. Got some blues. I don't give too many options, but also have, if we want to go gold, I have that. And I have that. And I have silver. This isn't even the half of the stuff I'm putting out. I'm just putting out bits and pieces that might work from the scrap. I have this cool one I just made. Cool one I just made. That would go with the theme as well. I have a wood pattern. I didn't make that. That's the scrap. Oh no, I gave you a whole bunch of options. Let's see. Nicole, are you there? Are you thinking? Are you like, oh my gosh, that's just too much? Silver. I don't know what you like with the pink. There's like a bronzes. Here's a gold. This one is fabulous. Look how shiny that is. That's from, I made that with shimmer paste. Oh, Wi-Fi wasn't working. Okay, yep, nope, I understand. Did you hear what I was asking? Did you want, I was showing this duck with the tub and how this tub is, which is just basic. It's off-white, and then I colored the paper beige. But we could do that, or we could do something more exciting, like for that centerpiece, I could do something like this, or something like this. And then I can embellish, those areas that are gold here with either the same gold, or I have this gold, which is fabulous right here. Um, and then I had other options. What do you think? What color do you want your tub? And I'm gonna fussy cut while you tell me. Duck with gold tubes. Okay, so this one with the gold tubes, this one or this one, which is this is the one that's on that card already. So we have this one, which is gold cardstock, and this one, which I made from shimmer paste. So shimmer paste or this tube. I'm a cutting. Yes, indeed, I'm cutting. Let's cut the duck first. He's just so cute. Sorry, you have to watch me fussy cut. I'm a lefty fussy cutting in a right hand world, so you know. It is what it is. Who else is still on here? Is everybody still here? Is anybody else working? I know Delise showed us her beautiful picture that she made. Shimmer paste. Okay. I thought so. I love the way that shimmer paste is. It's so pretty. Awesome. Okay. I tell you, this fussy cutting journey has been something for me because it's such a world that is just not set up for left-handed people. And I've gone through so many scissors. If you were to see how many scissors I have downstairs, literally, if I tell you 50 pairs, I am not exaggerating. I have everybody who had a scissor, I was like, oh, let me try it. Let me try it. That might be the one. Let me try it. That might be the one. And it was never the one. And so Spellbinders has these, which these are not my favorites, but their big ones are. So these are my favorites. And these work for this lefty. They're just so big. And I used to try to fussy cut with them, and it was so hard. It is a right-handed tool only. I know. Are you a lefty too? And then she's asking if I ever used a Dremel tool. I have one. I've not used it. And what talk to me about it, because I have one that I bought. I think it came free from Freight. What's that place? Harbor Freight. With something else that I ordered. So it is one downstairs on my shelf, but I've not used it yet because I didn't know what to do with it. It came with it's a like you plug it in and it looks like a little saw or something. I don't know. And it's got like these other nibs that go with it. But I haven't done anything with it because I don't know what to do. And a Dremel tool works for her, for Bianca. You filed it up. Oh, you're talking to her about the Dremel tool. I thought you were talking to me about it. Okay. She's asking you. That question is for you, Nicole. And the fussy cuttin' a go. The fussy cuttin' a go. Hi ho the cherry-o, the fussy cuttin' a go. Nice. And when I'm doing areas like this, I just go for the gold and just go straight across. And then as a lefty, I'm always cutting toward myself. So usually it makes people nervous. They're like, girl, I thought you were going to cut yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that could happen. I won't put it past me, but typically not always, you know. I have before. We had to rush to the hospital one time. I was making breakfast for my niece and my nephews and my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time. um I don't know what he was doing, but he came into the kitchen. Oh no, he didn't. He was asleep. I cut through my hand because I was trying to cut these sausages and they were frozen. And so I hold it and I'm holding the sausage like this and I'm cutting through it and it decided to loosen up and cut right through my hand. I was like, honey, and how I wake him up so funny because it never seems like an emergency. And I was like, I think we need to go to the hospital. And he's like groggy and asleep. And like, and then I was like, look at my hand. He's like, oh my gosh. He jumped up. And at the hospital, they thought I was pregnant or something, the way that he the way that he went through that ER line. It was so funny. And I had to get stitches. And they told me not to do that again. But you know, that is the life of a lefty. Mm-mm. I'm sure you can, all the near misses we have because we hold it the opposite way. So if stuff is meant for like how a right hander will hold it, we have to hold it as a lefty, and it's just crazy. Greyhounds have tough, brittle nails, 4 little cricket scissors, and 2 big black handle scissors, and the blue handle creative memory scissors. So the cricket scissors didn't work for me. They didn't work for me. Oh, the question is for me about the Dremel? Okay. No, I don't have one. I mean, I do have one. I just don't know how to use it. She doesn't use a Dremel, but CC didn't want to lay down direction. I needed her to try use my left, and it was a big fail. Ooh, yeah. Oh, you're a righty. That's okay. I love a lot of righties. Me and my husband are both left-handed. So this is probably why my children are so confused. None of them are left-handed. And they've had to learn everything from these left-handed parents. So it's not their fault, guys. Whoever's out in the world and has to deal with my kids, it's not their fault. They have left-handed parents. Poor things. All right, so there's a ducky. And I gotta cut out the mama. I mean the sister. Or the relaxed girl. You're a righty. All of my kids are righties. And I don't understand it. Like, not one lefty. We had one who made us think he was going to be a lefty. That's just because he's just mean like that. And he ended up being a righty. I don't understand it, you know? And then our grandson looked like he was going to be a lefty at one point, and he's a righty. I'm like, What is up with that? Why would you choose to be a righty when you could be a lefty? I don't understand. Their worlds, though, will be much easier for them because it really is not set up for a lefty. But I did go to the lefty store in San Francisco. I was so happy in that store. The only thing is, because it's a specialty store, everything is so much more expensive. But I did get like these socks. And I got I think I got some. I didn't get the scissors because um I probably should have, but I didn't get the scissors. I don't know why. Oh, because they were like they didn't have they had the, the back in the day paper scissors, and I was like, that's not what I want. I want um one I can craft with. These were like the little ones that you cut like, I mean, it would have been good for this, but they also had like the dull edge, so it didn't have the sharp edge, and I had no interest in those. I need the sharp edge because I'm an adult and I can handle it now. Don't talk to the ER a few years ago when I, went there, but I can handle adult scissors. So yeah. So if this is painful for you watching me fussy cut, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you as a birthday gift from my mom, she made me go, oh, you need to post a picture of that like right now. Oh my gosh, if you have it. That sounds so cool. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Like I said, for me, it was 90210. Um, but if somebody would have made me a 90210 purse, I would be through the moon. That is the coolest thing. Oh my gosh. You can't forget to tell us stuff like that, girl. That's good stuff. That's so awesome. My daughter buys me Disney purses every birthday, every Christmas. So I have like all these Loungefly, Disney. I got Stitch, which I love me some Stitch. And I got I think I got a Pooh one, and I got she likes to give me all of my favorite characters. I don't know if I have an Nemo or not. Either I have a Nemo or Nemo's in my head, something that I want. So if she's watching, Nemo needs to be coming. Oh, thank you. Good, good, good. I've had people say, "Oh my gosh, you make me nervous," and I'm like, "I'm not trying to. I apologize. It's just how I have to cut because I listen. I am a lefty." And you know what's funny with being left-handed? And I love being left-handed. I do, by the way. But what's funny about it is so learning how to drive. Everybody like pulling in is hard for me. Backing in is easy for me. And that's it's like I always love the opposite of what normal people like, It's so funny. Or what the normal hand right is considered normal. So um but yeah, I've always, and then in math, I've always done well with the hardest math and horrible with the easy math. It's crazy. It's so crazy. And I think it's because I see stuff backward. And if you think about math, when you get to the harder stuff, it is thinking backward. And that's why people have a hard time with it. It's so funny what what we observe. Oh, buddy. What you doing now, Delise? I know you're making another card. Delise, what you doing? Delise, what you doing? Delise, finish telling me about the Dremel. How do you use it? What are you using it for? I'm pretty sure I've seen it used before, and I'm pretty sure I'm just forgetting, but I have it. It looks like it's a little file, kind of like electric file or electric sander. At least that's the one I have. If I'm even talking about the right tool, but I think I am. We go. And I'll X-Acto knife those areas out. But there's our girl cut. Let's put this stuff back. We're gonna go with this gold, which is Mayan gold, by the way. That's the name of it. And we're gonna go with you back. You guys back. You back. Okay. Gold. Gold it is. Great Scott. All right. So we can use the little all right, focus on you. And we'll focus on you. The inner tub. So we'll make the outside of the tub white, which is the outer area, or off-white. And then we'll make the inner tub that gold. Okay. So, outer tub. And because I won't separate these, I always have multiple parts because I'm like, I'm not separating these dies. I'm just not going to do it. Unless, let me see. I just do it to, where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? I don't know where I put my little machine, my little die machine. I just had it. Where would I put it? Oh, where? Oh, where? It's so tiny. Oh. Oh, where could he be? Let's see if this fits through the opening. It does. Okay. Stop over my crayons. There. And my workspace is very tiny, by the way. Very, very. So, okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut that. Okay. That's barely going to go through. We'll see. Let's see. Might need a little bit of tape for that one. All right. Right plates. What? Right plate. Try this. So I got to put this in here correctly. so that it covers the entire die. Let's see. Ooh, that resistance. Hey, Pam. How are you? It is just me today. And you see all our friends in the chat. The chatty chat. Okay. We are making a card for Nicole. It is a get well card. We're actually going to mail it to her. Me and Delise are creating cards so far. You guys are welcome to create a card if you like. Delise's card is already finished. I will actually show that again in the end. And I'm not sure if anybody else is making a card or not, but with my card, Nicole was a big part of the creativity and the decisions that we chose for what parts to use and all that fun stuff. See, I think this one. How are you today, Pam? I decided to go live because I am one of the people who were part of the government shutdown. So I figure if we're shut down, this will be my job. So I'll be doing YouTube lives, the thing that I keep saying I don't have time for because of my job. So now I got to put my money where my mouth is, because now I don't have that excuse anymore of not to go live on my own. So I'm going. Oops, I put it to the edge. What are you up to? You're barely awake? Yeah, I overslept. This was actually supposed to start at it was scheduled to start at 10:30 and it didn't go until 11. No, it's supposed to start at 10 and didn't go until 11 because I overslept. I didn't go to bed till 6 like 6:40, let's say 6:50 this morning. And as a result I overslept. So woo, this Gina K machine getting a workout this morning. That paper was thick. Okay. Gina K. All right, let's see. Let's see what our piping looks like. Looks like it's gonna be pretty. Let's see. Big old hand on the screen. Whose big old hand is that? Is that May? That's May. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, let's look at that. Hang on. Look at that. Look at that pretty piping. Oh yeah, that Mayan gold. You guys can't even really see it, but it's so pretty. Okay, there's that. Now let's cut out the. Look at the tub. That's cool too. The bottom foot didn't come off, so that'd be on one that I'm gonna cut off if I do that. Look at that piping on the top. I save it for something else. That's cool. That looks kind of cool. Look at that. The foot's missing, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. Kind of cool. Okay. So now we need to do the rest of our piping, which is, where is it? Oh, you also got to do our inner tub. which is that towel rack. Oh no, not the towel rack. It's the little feet, the li- the little feeties. So let's get that. What are your plans for the day, Pam? Let's see. Hang on. Nicole has to go in a few minutes. Okay. All right, girl. We'll get that card to you. Thanks for hanging out. Sleep schedule's always been wonky. Just want more lately. I understand that. I'm not a sleeper. I wish I was. I don't when I get into bed and I just um like usually wide awake. Like even when I didn't go to bed till 6:50 this morning. And even then I was like, I am not sleepy. Why am I not falling asleep? So yeah, I've never been a sleeper or a person who um slept. I've always appreciated it, but for whatever reason, my brain is so on like 24/7. It's ready to do this or ready to do that or try to figure out that. Like even if I'm sleeping, I'm like, oh, I could do this, that, and other. And I'll wake up from the sleep to write out some thought that I have. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. And so now I keep a notebook next to me to prevent me from getting out of bed. But here's what happens. That thought was exciting. And then it leads to something else, then leads to something else, and leads to something else. And before you know it, it's already whatever in the morning. So it's crazy. My only plan for the day is to watch Gaz live. Oh yeah, what time's he going live? By the way, make sure I'm done. I want to watch him too. This will be my first time catching him. What time's he going live, Pam? Make sure I catch him. If anybody knows, I know Delise knows. Because when he goes live, I plan to watch him too. So I'll definitely be off for this one. 12:30 Pacific. What is that? Is that 3:30 our time? 3:30 Eastern? Pacific. That's California. So yeah, that's 3. Yeah, 3:30. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. I can catch him for sure. Gas is live at 3:30. Gotta remember that. All right, and put that up. And then the last thing is if we want the towel holders. I think we're gonna do towel holders. Let me put that there. Let's do the front of the tub. Front of the tub. I think the front of the tub, I'm gonna have it have some bits of gold. We'll see. We'll see. I have an idea of brewing. They don't always work, but I do always have them, you know? Next part is assembly. Okay. We got all the bits and pieces cut. That right there. I think the hardest part about crafting for me, not for everybody, some people are just amazing at it, is trying to stay organized while crafting, like trying to put my stuff back where it belongs. Because when I tell you guys, I'm still looking for stuff. Like I lose stuff so easy, and I don't understand it. It'll be like right there. I just had it, and I've probably always been this way, but man, I'm noticing it a lot lately with crafting. You check this channel. He has is set as upcoming at times above. So 2:30 the least time. Oh, 3:30 Eastern. Yep. That's me. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I was gonna say I should know Pacific because I do a lot of work, you know, and a lot of roles with Adobe, and they're all in California. So a lot of times they're on Pacific time, and I have to translate that to my time. Like, oh, okay. So, because I teach a lot of Adobe stuff too. So when I'm teaching, I'll be like, it's always in California time. So it'll be like 9 to 10 o'clock because for them, it's 3 hours earlier. And I'm a late owl anyway, so it doesn't really bother me to have to teach that late. All right, let me do this real quick. See how this turned out. I forgot about the towel holder real quick. Let's see. Run this through the dye machine. And that's if we even use it, but I like to have it just in case. You know what? There's a part of this. I don't even know where my wire cutters are. There's a piece that needs to be cut out because it's, let's see, old fashioned. We do it the old fashioned way. The old fashioned way is where we just twist it without wire cutters. See if I can get that out. Yep, did. Oh, okay. So now, thanks, Pam. Pam, you always come with some good news. Always. Always. I'm going to call you the good news spreader. Pam, the good news spreader. That's your name. Y'all always give me nicknames. I just gave you one. All right, let me see. I am Coco Christie. I am something fun girl, bubblehead fun girl. Look at all these towels. Look cool. Okay. And I might do one more for this holder in gold, just in case. Do I have enough to do a gold? I don't think I have enough. Let me see. Trying to match up scraps. Yeah, I know me and scraps. I got just enough right here, but it's not a lot of gold, but that's what's going to work. So, just enough. Yeah, I know I'm trying to stay in camera. It's so hard. Okay, just enough right here. We should just give gold glimpses. All right. Watch it. You're messy with my rap as a sarcastic itch. I don't want to mess with your rep. I don't want to mess with your rep, Pam, but I'm just saying. I mean, I ain't only saying what I'm saying. You can still have that rep. You get both. You get both. You're messing with my rep. You're only 16. You don't have a rep yet. Put that back. So that I know where it is after. Okay. I love that. I almost asked it last night's live. Was Christy Moco Christy? I lost it, Christy, but delete. Yes. I'm Mocha. She's Latte. Delise is her own brand. I know. I heard her call you sweet. We're just, delusional. Maybe we bring out the sweet in you. Ooh. See, Pam? See, Pam? There's an idea. Now there's an idea. Maybe that's why. We're seeing the sweet parts of you. That's what you're unleashing for us. And look, just like that, I see the wire cutters right in the exact place I was looking, but it looked like a pen. I tell you. I tell you. Okay. So card assembly. I think we have all the pieces. We got the tub. We got, okay. So now it's time. Grab another scrap. That's a scrap. You see. And I'm also just playing with my scraps. So that I just cut them out. Yes, let's do that one. Okay. All right. So we have a tub. We have a floor. This is what we have so far. We have a floor. Let me make sure this is the right size. No, it's not. It's not the right size. Let's see. 5 by 7. That's 5 by 7. I may have to cut. I might not have a scrap piece in the right size. Let me see. 4.25 by. Oh, that one's this. Okay. I did have a right scrap. Okay. So this is what we're working with so far. We have the floor. And this is going to be the backdrop. Which I have to cut, of course. And then, and again, in case, I think I said it, but we're making a card for, hang on. I do pretty good with the clean as you go plan when it comes to inks and markers with paper and dyes like the shrink worker. They do. Oh my goodness, you're definitely doing better than I am. But we're creating a card for Nicole. It is it's a get well card. So she was instrumental in the design of most of it. So we're doing a bathtub, we're doing a bathroom, the bathtub. Her favorite color is pink, and she loves the doggy, but I gave her a duck, and Delise already made her a card, which I'll show in a little bit. But we're doing a bathtub. This is the bathtub, just so that you can see the scene. I'm gonna build it up a little bit. I think I'm gonna do this gold one at the top of the bathtub. And then I'm just showing the layout. Oh, you can't see the layout because it's not on screen. Hang on. Hang on. Let me move stuff. Let me move stuff around. Move stuff over so you can see it as I'm assembling it. Stuff's hard to pick up on silicone mats. But I love the silicone mats though. Okay, let me put that down. Let's put you down. Let's put you down. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to bring this whole thing back. I'm going to move it up so you can see it. Okay, so this so far is what we have. We have the floor, which is going to be this one. This is going to be the backdrop, which is the back wall. So we got the floor. We got a tub we're assembling. Okay. I haven't glued anything yet. I'm just doing the layout. Okay, so there's the tub. Then we have the faucet. Grab this sucker. She's gonna go here because the water's gonna go into the tub. And then we have the young lady who's gonna sit on the tub like that. Then we have Ducky who's getting ready to come into the tub. It's her friend. And then we have, what else? We have, we might have a towel rack in there, which that'll go just like this. Hang on. Where's the little speckles of gold? So it'll be behind in the background, kind of like that with the towel hanging off of it, you know. And then we'll have the other towel, and then we'll have the rag like that. So that's kind of what we're working with. The floor is great. Thanks. Yeah, it's um La La Land is amazing. And then we'll have these flourishes, which I know this, oh yeah, these two go at the bottom. So the tub will have the little feet like this, you know, and then this one like that. So that's how the flourishes look at the bottom. So that's the setup. I got to take a picture of it so that I remember it when I take it apart for gluing real quick. Let's see. So you guys are going to see my phone real quick just so I can take this picture. So funny. All right. Got the picture. All right. So there we go. And now for the fun part. It's the gluing. And I got to do one cut because I got to cut this paper right here, which I think is going to be okay. All right. So let's move that off. And let me get to cutting real quick. We're going to go this way. So we'll go 5.5. You're not seeing the cutting. It's just because it's off screen. But 5.5 by, let's say 3. All right. So these go in the scraps. Okay. And that's the last off-screen thing we should see. Everything else should be on screen. Okay. This is going to be the top. Yep. All right. And we have fun. Sorry it took longer. I had to recruit some of Cece's nails. Or recut some of Cece's nails. Oh, wow. That's okay. We are assembling. We're at the assembly part of it. You missed all the fussy cutting. Oh, poor you. And now we're assembling, and Pam has come in. Pam laughed at you calling her sweet yesterday. She doesn't understand where we get up with where we come up with this, because I called her a good luck spreader. You know, she just comes in and she tells us some really cool, fun, good stuff, and but she doesn't want us to mess up her reputation. She's got a rep to uphold, and us calling her these sweet names messes it up. So we gotta calm ourselves down a little bit. That's what I took from that conversation. All right, there's the backsplash. Hit the front. Oh, never mind. Hang on. I always have a side so that I can cut from one. There we go. Okay. There's the backdrop. There's the tub front. Let's bring this tub down. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I honestly didn't know if anybody was coming, and I had prepared conversations for myself. I was like, "Hey, self, what we doing today? I don't know. What's up with you? I don't know. So you guys just made this amazing. I'm gonna let's put this over here. So I'm messing up the glue. I know. Over here, something because I know we got that duck coming in. There we go. Okay, and then let's assemble the center part of the tub. I think it's gonna come out really cute. What sums up? I forgot. Latte Christie. Um, Pam, Delise is gonna go live with me tomorrow because I'm gonna do a live every day because I don't know if you know, but I'm one of the people who got furloughed, so the government shut down. So I'm not working right now. And I said, you know what? One of the excuses I always give is that I don't go live because I don't have time, which used to be an excuse, but now I gotta live up to it. So I'm that excuse was taken away from me, so now I really have no reason not to go live on myself. What time tomorrow? So I want to do, I mean, 10 o'clock is the time that I want to do it, but I'm gonna say 10 o'clock. The least you down for 10? Um, I'm gonna actually go to sleep decent time now because I have time during the day to do my stuff. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep. So that might be the plus too, because I always feel like I don't have enough time. So I don't really sleep because, what's the point? But this might help me get some sleep. Let's see. Okay, there's the top of the tub. Get our feet on. This glue I'm using, it's a glue that came free from scrapbook.com by Dana Wakely. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a mixed media glue. I've never used it before, but since it came free, well, definitely gonna use it. It's nice. All right. 10 Eastern. Oh, ooh. What time's a good time, Simper girl? I try not to compete with because I know at tomorrow's Friday. Who goes on Friday? Is Tim Holtz on Friday? Somebody goes Friday. Um, but I mean, I could do. I know Scrapper.com does 12 o'clock Friday. I mean, I could do 12 o'clock tomorrow because they also do 12 o'clock today, but Eastern. But you guys aren't there, so maybe 12 o'clock will work. What do you think, Delise? 10 or 12? I want to be aware of your schedule too. Delise. Get over here. Get back over here. I went too far and there we go. You can do 10 my time? But don't get used to it. All right. What if so that's 7 o'clock for Pam. Hmm, What if we compromise and go for 11? Would that work better for you, Pam? And at least can you do 11? I don't think Kathy goes on at 10. You can do noon. Okay. So which would you rather? Would you rather 10, 11, or noon? I got time because you know. Um you know what I forgot? Oh my gosh. Hang on. We have to lift up this end. Okay. Not so bad. Okay. Because it only has to be a small piece. Okay. Got it. See comment above about not planning specific time. 11 is good. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because you're inconsistent. Okay. So then I guess we could keep it at 10. Um, that might work. Does you want to do? uh, my husband came in with deliveries. Ooh, from Amazon. I don't even know what I got from Amazon. I think those are your parts, honestly. I ordered my husband something from Amazon. He requested, and it's in this big box, and I don't think that's me. I don't think I ordered anything big from Amazon except for his stuff. Does that look like that would be your size? I'm on live. Does that look like that would be your size for your stuff you ordered? Okay. All right. Well, say hello, husband. Hello, husband. He said hello, husband. I was talking to Delise and Pam. Look, that's looking cute so far in that pink. Look at that. I like it. Okay. So we got that. We have a towel holder. I said I was gonna try to put like over here, making a thing for one of the guests, a get well card. She said, hello, Bubba. That's what I call him too. I call him Hubba Bubba. He said, what's happening? Blue towels. You think blue towels or should I stick with pink? I think the blue would add a nice little. This is the blue. Gina K, of course. Gina K. Gina K. That's a nice blue, yeah. Okay, how about say blue? I'm gonna go with the blue. Blue towel set. She's got a blue towel set. Here we go. 1, 2. It's one swipe. 3. Okay. Thank you, Pam. Pam agrees with you, Hubba. I know. That's his favorite color, by the way. So, you know. All right. So, towel. I think I want it to come to where the towels come like this. Early. You can pepper there. You want to get me some shrimp? She never paid me for that. I gotta talk to her. Yeah. I'm gonna put the towel rack like here. Since I put the tub down and forgot about the towel rack. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I don't remember what I ordered. I don't think I did. I didn't do a lot of ordering. Not from them. I did craft ordering, but not Amazon. Normally answered yellow. You know, I thought about yellow too. You're right, Pam. And then I said, yep. I was like, but that's gold. Yep. That's so funny. Look at us thinking alike. I like that. Is that for you? All right. So let's put the towel on the rack. Let's put the lime on the coconut. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, there we go. All right. That's the big towel. You're loving this card. Yay! Nicole. That's what we're making it for. It's a get well card for Nicole. Oh, they all know that it is you who will be mailing it because I'm horrible at mailing. I told them because we're mailing this card to Nicole, and he is the one. He's my that is my ace boon coon. He orders it for me and he gets it done. I went way back in the day with words. My hubba, my bubba. Was that your stuff? Okay. All right. All right, there we go. The towels. And then we're gonna set her off to the edge like that. She's gonna sit like that. The duck's gonna come in right here, like he's ready for his little scrub a dub bub. I'm not gonna pop stuff up because I'm mailing it. I do need to do one thing though. Hang on. Where is it? I just saw it. I just saw it. How do you just see something and then it goes away? Why does that happen? Why does that happen? Why, somebody? Why? Okay, let me see. And I like that one better because it doesn't bleed. This one's gonna bleed if I use a Sharpie. Where'd it go? It was just here. I found it. I like using these. These are Tombos and they don't bleed as much as Sharpies do. So just to edge out that white edge. Sharpies I love, and I love the way but they bleed so much. Like it bleeds into the picture. It drives me crazy. But they do give a nice black crisp edge when it doesn't bleed so much. So let's see. Yep, I write right on the silicone. There we go. The only other thing I'll do is edge this off. It's an unnecessary step, but for me, if I wasn't melting this off, I'd probably just be like, okay, I'll do that later. But I'm melting it off. And so I'm going to give you the best that I got. You need a Baker song. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Giving you the best that I got. Let's see. Just edging it off a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, you know what else? There's something else I forgot to do. Gotta do one more thing too. Look at that. Look at that. Na na na. So what do we say, Dilly? Tomorrow at 10? We're gonna stick with 10 or we're gonna do 11? I know you answered, but if you could do it again, that would make me so happy. Okay. There we go. See? No white edges. Except for a little piece right here. Okay. I mean, it bleeds a little bit, but it doesn't bleed a lot. Have you ever watched a show called Bones? I haven't. I've not. I am a chicken and a Disney girl. So if anything has like blood and anything, I don't watch it. Like the worst I get is Monk. I used to love Monk. I just because everybody used to call me Monk, but I used to love Monk. And but they used to call me Monk. My sister one day. So I used to be on TV because I would be interviewed a lot for various reasons. And so my sister calls me one day and she's like, "Girl, you are on TV." And I'm thinking, I've not interviewed lately. Maybe it's something I forgot about. So I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch it. You're coming on tonight at such and such." And it was like a major network, it was like USA. And I'm like, "Okay." And so 9 o'clock comes or whatever time it was, and I am tuned in. And I'm like, "No, it's not on." And so I watched for a little bit and I'm like, "Renee, that's my sister." And I'm like, "I don't see it. It's not on." She's like, "No, no, no. There you are." She's like, Hold on. Let me watch it with you." And so she turn it on. Okay. She I turn it on and it's Monk that's on. And I'm like, "I don't see anything. I see Monk." She's like, "Yes, that's it. That's you. That's you." She said that Monk has helped her understand me growing up. Um, because I was considered the oddball or whatever. But she was like, it helped her understand me so much of what he does is me. That's so funny. So funny. So that is one of my favorite stories about her. Oh, my sister. And then my other favorite story with her, she growing up. So I don't remember a lot growing up. It's crazy. But the other story is she said she bought me when I turned 8 years old. I was like, I'm 8. And she'd be like, how old are you? And I'm like, 8. She'd be like, you ate what? And I'm like, I'm 8 years old. And she'd be like, you ate what? And like the whole time I'm still trying to explain to her that I'm 8 years old because I was 8 and not understanding that she was joking. It's so funny. But yeah, I don't have many memories of childhood. I don't know why. They were all 8, 9, and 10 years older than me. I am the baby. And they were leaving home, right about the time that I have those memories. My sister went into the military, and my other sister moved to Detroit. So I don't have like a lot of memories with them. But the few memories that I have, it's just funny. Like, what? I was like, I know I'm 8. I remember like yelling and her being like, you 8 what? I'm like, I'm 8 years old. Oh, all right. So that looks okay. Next thing I gotta do. What? I love that we're at the final touches. Ow. I just hurt myself. All right. So let's see. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. This is dangerous. Now, this is my favorite cutting utensil because I can control it left or right-handedly. That's why there's a cutting mat on my desk because I'm always cutting something. I love his X-Acto knife because I use it like I do a pencil, and I'm just drawing a cut. Look at that. Look at that. Pew, 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 pew. Just like that, we have a piece out. Okay. When I first started using the X-Acto knife, I was so happy. And I used to X-Acto knife everything. Like if I didn't have scissors or a die, I would have just cut her out with the X-Acto knife, like from the edge of the page, because I just loved that existed, something that I could use. Hubby just came from Texas last week, and his statement was, "Never, we are never moving to Texas." Tell him I understand that statement. I lived in Texas for a few months, and I am 100% with him. Oh my gosh! I mean, there were certain things I loved about Texas, like um, definitely not their heat at all, and their drivers. Oh my gosh, the driving, and they know it. Like when I went to the grocery store, they would be like, "Oh yeah, how you like this Texas driving?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's gonna kill me," because they do not stop at stop signs. They are considered suggestions, and they know it. Like I said, I went to the grocery store and they were talking to me because they knew I was from out of town, and they so yeah, no, stop signs are suggestions. The speed limits are crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's definitely a different world. But I do love, because I'm a Christian, their love for um uh they're visible. Let's just say that. Love for Christianity I like. And then um what else I like? What's that? The Southern hospitality was there. Like we moved in, we were new to the neighborhood. Neighbors bought us cookies, and I was like, "Whoa," and stuff like that. And we got a gift certificate to like their favorite taco place, and stuff like that. So that type of stuff was happening. That was stuff I only seen in movies. Here from Northerners don't they not like that? So it was cool. It was cool. Um, but girl, going out, that heat was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. What was your hubby's reasons? Because, woo. And I know you wrote, I'm going to check it in just a second. There we go. There we go. Let me get a little piece right here. Okay. There we go. Let me see. Okay. And let me make sure that little piece I cut, no white areas in there. All right. There we go. Now we are ready. All right. Then I have a little sand. Okay. So I'm going to put her in a tub like this. That is cute, y'all. That is cute. Let's see. Hot temper girl. Don't say never. My mom said never to Africa and Arizona. And guess what? 4 years, my mom was in Africa and 1 year in Arizona. Wow, Nicole. My hubby gives neighbors a pound of fudge. Yeah, see, that hospitality, girl, is amazing. It really is. I mean, but when I tell you we were there and I could never go out during the summer. That heat is, I didn't even get to, we were right by the Riverwalk. I mean, like we could, not one time did I go. It is too, girl, it's like if I want to step in an oven, that is Texas. Now, the heat here is horrible too, because we are a sauna. But girl, I learned that I would probably choose a sauna over an oven because we went. No, I wasn't going, and it was too hot. It was too hot to think. I was like, my favorite time was Christmas because there was at least a breeze. And Texans were in coats, and I'd be like, oh, this is nice weather. But Christmas is my favorite time there. I'm gonna tell you that because, woo, I should have brought that down. I'm probably going to put it in a 5x7 envelope because I'm not cutting off her head. So, or A6. I think yeah, it should fit an A6. Somebody put an A6 envelope. All right, there she is. Okay, there we go. And then Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Rubber Ducky, you're my very best friend indeed. Doo-wop, doo-wop. You hate Texas and Arizona heat. You're a cold weather girl. I'm not a cold weather girl, but I'm definitely a Maryland girl where we get all 4 seasons. So I think my favorite season for temperature is probably fall because it's just getting, it's not too cold. It's not hot. Um, so I think that's my favorite season. But okay, look at her so far. Gotta put your words in there next. That's her so far. It's so cute. I like it too. You hate Texas, Arizona, cool weather. You're originally from Pennsylvania. Love their weather. Yeah, yeah. PA's the same as here. You lived in Virginia Beach and Norfolk and loved it there too. Yeah, that's pretty much the same. We have the same weather, both places. Cause I, whew, ladies, let me tell you. All right, where my little scissors at? Where'd my little scissors go? I'm telling you. I believe I could lose Dumbo. Dumbo, as big as he is, I could lose him. I'm telling you. All right. And we're gonna go with rest today, shine tomorrow. I thought that was a cool get well type of card. I'm gonna take pictures of it for my hop. And then it's gonna head to you. Rest today, shine tomorrow. Would love to give you a better shape. That's what I got. What's what I got right there? All right, rest today, shine tomorrow. So that's gonna go right there. Or it could go right here. I think I like it right here though. What do y'all think? Here or here? Here's down the bottom or here in the space right here. I think top or bottom. Let me catch up on comments while I wait for y'all. Heat, Texas, Arizona Heat, Pennsylvania, lived in Virginia Beach. Up, spent age 15 to 24 in Missouri. Whew. I think we all need to put our little scissors on a chain attached to the desk. Yes, I agree. Pam, oh my gosh. With a few months then in Wisconsin in 2004. Wow, you've traveled. You've been quite the many. I've only gone to Wisconsin one time. And that was for military. Uh, I work for the military. I'm not in the military, but I had a TDY to Wisconsin. They're based there. It wasn't the greatest trip. It really wasn't. So I remember at this movie theater, the people were awesome, but it wasn't the greatest trip. So it's like, wow. So where? Nobody's commented. Should I put you want the sentiment up here or should it go down here? I'm leaning more toward here. In fact, if I don't get a comment, probably be right there, but tell me while I pull a rabbit out of my hat. Top. Yep. I was thinking that. Thanks, Pam. That's where she goes. Let me get my card front. What's today? Shine tomorrow. Okay, and the last thing I need to do, flip this down some. It's not big enough to be on the table, so you guys are gonna miss that part, but that's okay. Let me see. Gotta clip this down real quick. Clean edge. Okay. And then I'm gonna put it on I think I'm gonna put it on an A2 card panel, but an A6 envelope if it fits. If not, I'll just go up the 5x7 envelope. Yeah. Girl, this card coming your way, girl. I'm gonna use Gina K because I figure her glue lasts longer with holding stuff to paper. Connect glue. It's crazy. It used to have a smell that used to drive me crazy. It still has a smell, but I've gotten used to it. It's not one that attacks my allergies. Hubby's got his thing that came that he had me order. So now I know he's gonna be at the car all day because he's a auto detailer, so he likes fixing up cars and all that fun stuff and cleaning them out. I don't think that's even. Hang on. Come on. Move over. Scooch over. Oh, it's not that it wasn't even. It's not a true. You know, these cuts are crazy. Like um this is an Ohuhu card back. Because I like having card backs pre-ready. And they're just not all cut the same. From Brutus Monroe, I've tried his card backs. Um their sizings are all different. That's okay. All right, there's the card. What do you think? Look at that duck. Look at that duck. I love him. What do you guys think? There's the bathroom backdrop, the towel and the towel holder. Ducky. So cute. Yay, Nicole. Top. I have a little lazy Susan tool holder on my desk. I have barely art glue and a couple pens and Zig pens and some Bruce Monroe brushes, squeaky clean, and reverse record tweezers. And oh wow, you have a very organized desk. That makes sense, and that's awesome. I have a whole bunch of everything, girl. Yeah, he's so cute. Cute. I hope Nicole likes it when she gets it. Ha! Pam, listen, I got my husband on the job. It's gonna go out. He will bug me. He'll be like, hurry up and address it and let me send it out. So him on the prowl is good. If it was just me, you are absolutely right. When I tell you, like I'm in these hops and I'm in the hops. I love hops because hops, you don't have to mail it. And I come through with hops. But when I was doing swaps, I was behind. I would make it on time, but sending it out would take like forever. I could have something that I made for a hop and not send it out for like 3 weeks. I'm not even joking. It's a sad thing. My mind just does. When I'm finished with a project, I'm done. That's why when I'm done, I have to hand it to him because for me, the memory, I'm done. When I'm done with the project, it goes off into and it can be on my desk and it will not be a reminder of me to mail it. It's a very sad part of my brain. I don't know why. But I will always have to have an assistant when it comes to mailing stuff out because I want to do a giveaway. Let me show you guys what I'm giving away in my next giveaway. Um, it's only good for hot foilers, though, for people that have hot foiler. But this is Lawn Fawn. This is one of their foil plates, and then this is a foil plate from Lawn Fawn too. It says "Let It Snow." Well, I don't have a hot foil plate, and I don't have any plans of getting one. Of course, I'll get one later, but I got the Fuse by Gina K, and I'm good with that. But these two are giveaways, and I had to tell him, "Hey, I'm gonna do a sweepstakes to give it away. I need you to make sure it gets mailed off." And he was like, "Yeah, no problem." So as soon as I set that up, that's gonna be a giveaway. I have a lot of stuff for giveaways because I do everybody's mystery box, and there's always stuff in there I don't want. So I want to do giveaways for my site. And right now, I got a whole 12 by 12 bin full of different giveaways I'm gonna do. But if it wasn't for him, like if he wasn't here, it just wouldn't happen. So thankfully, um, it's not something I want to be. It's not something I'm proud of, but it is me. I absolutely, um, it's sad as it is. My brain just is what it is, and I can't really uh aren't they gorgeous? Oh my gosh. That's what I'm saying. I wish I was doing foiling, but I cannot bring another machine in here. I can't. I had to stop myself because I really wanted it and I wanted to get the foil system and I said nope. So I'm proud of me because no is not usually a part of my vocabulary. But I said nope. And I said I'm gonna give it away. And I've already put it on camera, so I gotta give it away now. You know what I mean? So there is no no coming back from that one. Look, that's almost perfectly centered. Boom, y'all. Okay. All right. So you're gonna see her little head up here on top. I would think of something to put there. I might, we'll see. So that you're just not having a top right there. That drives me crazy. But we'll see. I might cut out, you know what I might do? I might stamp just the head part and cut out around that. Or, ladies and gentlemen, I might just trace around that and cut that out to go right on top of here. But you know why that's not gonna work? Because it would have to be opposite, because it's going on this side. Smart thinking. Late, but smart thinking. Okay. And I gotta hope I didn't write. I'm not on the yeah, I'm not. Okay. So that's gonna go on the other side so that you're not looking at a time for some. Oh, that's okay. We are actually done. So I'm actually about to end this for sure. So and I'll cut this out later. That's not a part of the video that has to be there. But you guys know what I'm doing. I'm just pretty much just cutting it out to go on. But you know how it is once you start cutting, right? But this is just gonna go on the back side so that she's not looking at a whole bunch of nasty glue and alcohol marker coming through the paper. So that's all that part is. But otherwise, your card is done, and I thank you. This was so impromptu. I didn't know what I was going to be doing, but you gave me a purpose and something to actually design for. So I appreciate that. Like I said, Delise is coming on with me tomorrow. I'm probably not even go to the top camera. Well, I probably should. But yeah, thank you. Let me go to top camera. Let's do this right. Here it comes. Hang on. Let me switch up. Then you guys get to see my new haircut, those who haven't seen it yet. But yeah, I do have a new haircut, by the way. It's me. Hi. Okay. But thank you guys for coming. Like I said, you gave me a purpose, Nicole. So I'm so happy that you hung out with me today. My first live by myself. So that was kind of cool. I appreciate you guys. And tomorrow, Delise will be here. I think we settled on 10 o'clock. Did we say 10 o'clock? Oops. Hang on. Sorry. There's my alarm. Okay. Well, I think we settled on 10 o'clock. So we will see you guys tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your curried chicken. Thanks, Pam, for stopping in. You're so sweet. I know you don't like that, but I want to say it anyway. And then thanks, Delise, and everyone else who is still here. Thank you so much for you people who are watching the replay. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. All of that helps YouTube know that you guys are interested, and they'll push our content. All right. So until next time, ta-ta for now. Ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-ta.